Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Big 41 Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 12 of our winning a natty with every single team in this game. So obviously, if you guys missed the last 11 episodes, I'll include a little thing at the top right, a little card thing that says, hey, this is the playlist for all, well, I guess now 12 episodes, with including this one, with winning a natty. So far, we've done a couple MAC schools. We haven't really had like a big school yet, other than Pitt. Really, I guess Oklahoma State could count as well. But other than those two, we really have like a Georgia or a Texas where we could do it in one season, or Oregon, stuff like that. So maybe we can finally get one. But of course, as you guys know, new season means new spin on the wheel. So here we go. Let's see who we are. Here we go. Spinning the wheel right now. And it is going to be, I don't think it's going to be another big one. It looks like Iowa State, so we're going to get another second Big 12 school. I will gladly take that. Iowa State is going to be the team to use. Obviously, Big 12, and we are going. I was like, where in the world is Iowa State? I know they're in the Big 12. They are an 83 overall team with an 82 defense, or 82 offense, 84 defense. We are going to be taking Chris Cooper, who is a master motivator. Yeah, they had a decent 2022, really good 2020. But yeah, other than that, they really haven't. They've been kind of mediocre ever since. So obviously, signed the contract. We'll take a look at the team, see how this team is going to be. At the very start of the season. I don't know what Iowa State is right now currently. I know they're not in the top 25, but then again, Kansas was, and they're 2-5. Trust me, I know I'm a Kansas fan. I'm upset myself. But yeah, so all in all, looking at the quarterback, we're an 84. He's a sophomore. Okay, we also have some really good options as well, like 60 or 77 freshmen. So it looks like we're pretty good there. Decent, actually. Pretty good halfbacks. There's not really many. There's the seniors. All wide receivers. I got a lot of wide receivers in here too. A couple with some really good. A lot of tight ends. Some offensive line. Looks like one of our guards is a senior. This is like a really young team. It feels like. Couple senior right tackles, so that's what we need to focus on. Senior right end, so that'll be a little rough. Defensive tackle. Looks like mostly the experience is on the defensive side of the ball with a lot of juniors and seniors, so that's probably. This guy has 97 speed. Miles Purchase, love that name. I can't wait to get a couple other guys, but I know there's a lot more better names, or not better names, but a lot more funnier names. But yeah, so a lot of the guys are mostly on the defensive side of the football. We do have a couple running backs that are running backs. It's definitely not a running back. I am struggling to talk, apparently. Wide receivers that are seniors. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead, set up everything, get into Season 1, and I'll see you guys at the end of Season number 1. And here we are at the end of Season number 1 with Iowa State. We go 11-1 on the season. A very solid season for Iowa State. Also, by the time I'm recording this, Iowa State is also 7-0. I said at the beginning I didn't know what the record was, and they're 7-0. So there's that. We gave UCF one of their 2 losses on the season, so very, very good. Other than that, I mean, we had a very solid season. Granted, we played some easier teams. We did. Our only loss came against Texas Tech when we lost by 2. I believe this was an overtime as well. I mean, it had to be if us was only by 2. We were literally exact same. 14 points the first quarter, 7 in the third, 10 in the fourth, and then, of course, they get 2 or 12, and then we get 10 in overtime. So that's the only difference. So, all in all, a very solid season. We're ranked 7th. So, all in all, a win. And, yeah, we make the conference, or the college football playoff. We're probably going to be one of the top 4 seeds if we win. Granted, we have to win this game for us to move on in it. If not, we're looking at an at-large bid. So, all in all, here we go. Advancing the week. And hoping... Whoops, sorry, I hit the microphone there. Oopsies. And we won. We're 12-1, so that means we do get a bye in our first year with Iowa State, which is insane. Didn't think that was going to happen. Jalen Milroe gets the Heisman. He did not throw an interception on the season, so good for him. All in all, I don't think we had anybody get poached from us. Good. That's good. Good. We like that. So, yeah, we get a first-round bye in the college football playoff, and let's see who we're playing against. Here we'll also go over it as well here in just a second. We're only at 81 overall, and we've actually had some very solid ones. We are facing Alabama. So this season went down the drain. Lost the microphone there for a second. There we go. But yeah, SMU, Texas A&M, Iowa State, Oregon, with Toledo getting the automatic bids with the conference championship, along with Ohio State, Notre Dame, Arkansas, Georgia, Bama, UCF, and NC State getting the at-large bids. So all in all, unfortunately, we get the short end of the stick getting Alabama. Not fun. Not fun of what we want to do. So all in all, let's get to it. I don't expect us to win. They're an 89 overall team. We are an 89 or an 81. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good for Iowa State. So maybe we pull off the upset, but I believe Bama's probably going to destroy us here. So here we go. We'll go quarter by quarter. First quarter, they do nothing with it. We're going to get a field goal. Defense has done pretty well, holding them to zeros on their first two drives. But another field goal at 6-0, and still nothing for Alabama at the half. We start with ball, don't do anything, and Alabama finally puts up 9 points going into the final quarter of play. 9-6 lead, and we get a fumble. Oh, they recovered it, I guess. I don't know what happened. We get a stop, so all we need is a field goal here, and we get a first down. 4 minutes to go in the game. We get a 2-yard gain, a 4-yard gain, and an incomplete pass, and then we got to punt the football. So now we need another stop by our defense. On 3rd and 5, we cannot get off the field. Milroe gets a 6-yard gain, and that's a first down passing-wise. They're going to take a couple knees, and that's going to be ball game. Alabama wins only 9-6 against us, so all in all, we forced Bama into a pretty tough game, only allowing 1 touchdown. It's just, if we put up 2 touchdowns on our first 2 drives, we win the game as well, which is unfortunate because we beat Bama, we could have a shot at moving on even further. But all in all, Bama defeats us. I was highly expecting that in our first year. Was not expecting a one-and-done season from Iowa State. I'm expecting that with like Bama or Georgia, Oregon, stuff like that. So all in all, that's the plan. So, but anywho, let's go ahead and fast forward to the end of season recap to kind of go over everything. And we can see who makes the national championship and who wins it here. And hopefully next season will be a little bit better for us. Pro potential is up to a B+. Coach stability is down, and coach prestige is up, though, which is very, very nice. Playing style will have a couple people saying that they don't want to be here. It looks like Ohio State wins it all over Oregon. Oregon was an automatic bid, with Ohio State being an at-large bid, but they beat Toledo. They barely beat Texas A&M. They destroyed Arkansas and then destroyed Oregon. And Oregon then destroyed UCF, or barely won against UCF, and destroyed Alabama. So good for them. But yeah, 9-6 loss. We were probably going to lose to Oregon either way. But all in all, that's the end of season number 1. On to season number 2. And here we are at the end of season number 2. As you can see, we go 10-2. Unfortunately, we don't make the Big 12 Conference Championship because our 2 losses came against Colorado and Arizona. So unfortunately, no Big 12 championship game for us to try to make the college football playoff. Obviously, I think we still make it as the 7 seed. Right now, we are projected to face USC, so it's very, very possible that we still go, but it's on the outside looking in. So all we got to do is hope for the best. We're not going to win the Big 12 championship, but we will, again, go back-to-back with the college football playoff. So 6,000 XP, which is very, very nice. We are an 84 overall team, and Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman Trophy. And we are in the college football playoff taking on Texas A&M. So that is not a better team. I don't know what technically what it is. But Florida, Clemson, Washington, and UCF, along with Liberty, are the automatic bids, along with USC, Penn State, Georgia, Texas Tech, Alabama, Texas A&M, and us as the at-large bids with Iowa State. So hopefully we can get the win here against Texas A&M and our second time against in the college football playoff. The first time we faced Bama in week 2. This time we faced Texas A&M. They're in 90 overall. We are in 84. Again, if we were to win the national championship, we set the record on the channel with only 2 seasons needing for winning a natty with this team, which honestly would make my life a little bit easier. We're also playing in the snow in the college football playoff, which is a kind of a nice little touch there. But I don't think, again, we're 2 seasons in with an 80 overall team. I don't think we're going to do anything. But going quarter by quarter, nothing happening on our first drive. They end up kicking a field goal. So at the end of one, it's 3-0 A&M. Still nothing. Now they get a touchdown, 2 straight touchdowns. Yeah, it's pretty much already over. It's 17-0 unless we have a really good second half, which it starts out with a field goal. We just need 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter. And with Texas A&M driving on the next drive, they end up getting a touchdown to pretty much put this game out of reach. 21-point game. We're starting to drive now, but I think it's too little too late. We do end up scoring a touchdown. With it being 21-10, we get the ball back, but we're going to lose again in the first round this time of the college football playoff, 24-10 against Texas A&M. I'm kind of expecting that, especially with the 90 overall team, and we're only in 84. We still need about 1 more year to improve, and then after that, I think we'll be solid to be up to pretty much everywhere. So we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of season recap. Again, I was not expecting 2 seasons in, and we're going to complete it. There's still a chance that we can have it in 3-4, maybe a 4 to tie Pitt. But all in all, we've had some good recruiting classes. Coach stability is up, coach prestige is down, coach or athletic facilities is up, but playing style with a couple people wanting to transfer out might hurt us. So all in all, it looks like Clemson beats UCF in the national title game, 42-6. Yikes! And UCF beat Bama. UCF also did beat Texas A&M, so good for them. Unfortunately, we just had a tough draw. We actually had multiple Big 12 teams with Texas Tech, Iowa State, and UCF all making it, so that's good for Big 12. We also might have had Alabama or Arizona if they were just a couple, maybe another 1 or 2 better, but all in all, that's the end of season number 2. It is on to season number 3. And here we are in season 3 with Iowa State. We go 11-1 on the season. Number 1 in the nation facing number 3 Texas Tech in the number 3 in the nation, because obviously my mind thinks of other words to say as I'm trying to speak them. Anyways, we go 11-1, a solid season. The only loss is to Baylor, who we lost 35-23, but a couple close games early on, like Bowling Green, we only won by 6. BYU, we only won by 5. 7 against Arizona, they were ranked. Utah ranked. UCF ranked. We have a very good shot, a win, and I think we have the number 1 seed. Of course, in the college football playoff, we would have to face UCF or Oklahoma. A loss would probably put us at 5, facing off against the 12 seed, whichever one that is. Ohio is also 12-0, and they're going to be second. So good for them as a G5 school, but all in all, it just depends right here, right now. How are we going to do? If a win, we get a bye. A loss, we're playing in the first round. We're going to be making the college football playoff either way. We also got a kicker, so that's nice. And we won. We're 12-1. Program tradition goes up. So as an 87 overall team, we go 12-1. A very solid season. We'll take that all day. Multiple ranked wins. Iowa State gets a lot of sim luck. I've seen a lot here in this first 3 seasons, of course. Like Michael Parks getting 241 receiving yards on 8 catches. So obviously, Week 16 is gone. We don't have a game then. I believe that's the Army-Navy game. No, there's I think before that. I think it's just the week off. But yeah, 12-1 on the season. It is time. Jackson Arnold wins the Heisman. 40 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, so good for him. DePape wins best defensive players. That's nice. We'll take that all day. He also wins best defensive end. Well, if he won best defensive player, he's pretty much a shoo-in for that. We get the best running back as well. Sama the third gets that with ease. Brahmer with the best tight end, so that's nice as well. A lot of awards. We also got the Lombardi Award as well. What in the world? We had like a ton of awards there. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead. I don't think anyone has left us. No, so we're good. I'm very surprised that no one's left us right now, especially after the seasons we've had in our first 3 seasons here with Iowa State. So obviously, here we have a chance to tie the record of Pitt. Remember, they won in 3 seasons. We got to face Michigan in the Peach Bowl. Does that mean we had the 1 seed? We had to have the 1 seed, right? We do have the 1 seed. Yep, we're facing UCF or Michigan. Ohio, us, LSU, Clemson, and Nebraska all have the automatic bids, with Stanford, UCF, Michigan, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, and Texas Tech all getting the at-large bids, with, again, 3 in the Big 12, making it with us, Iowa State, or not Oklahoma, they're in the SEC now, UCF and Texas Tech all making it. Still very weird to me that Oklahoma's not in the Big 12, but anywho. But, yeah, against Michigan, they're 10-3. We're 12-1. We do have to hire a staff. I did just see that. Let's go ahead and do that first because I don't think it upgrades it just yet. But we have we need a defensive coordinator. I'll do that here off camera, so you guys will see a cut, and that's why. But yeah, Michigan, Iowa State, here we go. Let's get this started. They are an 87 overall team. We are also an 87 overall team. So let's go ahead and get this started. A win, we move on to semifinals for the first time. A loss, we do it again and try to tie Oklahoma State's, along with NC State's record of 4. So all in all, we have a very good shot at doing it. So let's try it. Here against Michigan. Same overall and everything, so it's not like they're 93 overall. First quarter, nothing doing for both offense on the first drive, and we get a big passing touchdown to go up 7-0 after 1. Second quarter, they get a field goal. We get another big touchdown, and I think at the half, it's 14-3. So far, solid. We just need another good drive here in the second half, but we're not getting it, and it's 14-11 here in the third quarter, now in the fourth, on now 4th and 4, and they're going to miss the field goal. So all we now need is a touchdown to pretty much put this game on ice. But we only run it 3 times, and we have to punt. So a touchback. 4th and 11, they punt. Now we start throwing the ball. 13-yard gain, a 29-yard gain, and now it's down to the 34-yard line and a first down run for Sama, the best running back in the nation this season. 4th and 4, we're going to kick the field goal to make it a 6-point game. Back-to-back sacks. And okay, well, they get a 1-play touchdown. So now we're down 18-17. I don't know what happened to the little things there. It stopped showing them. We are in field goal range, so all we now need to do is run out the clock. It's first down and goal. We kick the field goal with 18 seconds left. 5 seconds, and that is going to do it. We had a scare there at the end with Michigan getting a 1-play touchdown on 3rd down and 26. But we end up winning 2018 over Michigan. Solid. We'll take that all day. Jermaine Easley with the player of the game, 4 catches, 178 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Very, very nice. So our first win in the college football playoff. Now we got to move on to getting 2 more to win a national championship. So now, obviously, I need to sign a staff because I don't know if this is going to be the last season, so it'll be just a second. We're trying to sign a defensive coordinator, and we are going to be facing Ohio, who is undefeated on the season. They're 14-0. They're the G5 school. What did they win by? They won 34-26 against Nebraska, where we won 20-18 against Michigan. The winner of this game will face either Georgia or Oklahoma in the national title game. So, here we go. Ohio. Iowa State, they're a 79 overall team, and they're somehow in the semifinals. I mean, granted, we could end up losing this game very easily because, simulations are kind of weird in how it works. But, I mean, Iowa State's kind of more of a running team. That's why we have a lot of wide receivers wanting to leave us. but we do end up getting a bunch of touchdowns early on. So hopefully we can do this. And speaking of touchdowns early on, we get one. Ohio gets a field goal, but we have the ball in the second quarter. And we drive down the field and get another touchdown. So 14-3, now 21-3 here in the Rose Bowl. 21-10 at the half. So a 2-score lead going into halftime. And now we make it a 3-score lead. Now a 4-score lead with up to 25. And I think, honestly, it is pretty much done and dusted. We can just kind of make this quickly. They get a touchdown on 4th down and goal to make it 35-17, but a couple more plays here. Now it's 42-17. Yeah, this one is pretty much 49-17 now, and yeah, it's over. We just kind of fast forward through that pretty quickly. But 49-17 win over Ohio, a pretty easy win for us, and we move on to the national championship game here in year number 3 with Iowa State. Again, very good chance that we could finish it right here and right now with Iowa State. We have to either face Georgia or Oklahoma in the national title game, and we'll find out who we face right now. And it is going to be, once everything starts popping up here, because we'll get the player of the weeks because we're the only Big 12 team playing at any point. We'll also get the national offensive player of the week because only 4 teams to really pick. And we're going to be facing a former Big 12 rival with Oklahoma State. Or Oklahoma, sorry, not Oklahoma State. Oklahoma. I believe we signed our defensive coordinator. We did, so we're good there. So all in all, we'll take that. Now, here we go. Iowa State, Oklahoma, 12-4 versus 14-1. Only loss came to Baylor. Oklahoma State is a 90 overall. We are an 87. I think it was Baylor. I can't remember now if it was Baylor. But all in all, a win here. We tie Pitt's record at 3 seasons. A loss means we would have to tie Oklahoma State, NC State at 4 seasons. But let's go ahead and do it. National championship time. We're starting with the ball. And our first drive ends up going down the field, kicking a field goal. They do as well, but they get a touchdown just for the end of the first to make it 10-3. But we get a touchdown to start the second quarter and a little bit into the second quarter, but they end the half with a touchdown for 17 all. They start with ball, don't do anything. We get a touchdown because the punt, and now here we go. 24-17. They have a second down and goal, now a third and goal, and it's a touchdown to tie the game. Big penalty on the defense, now a big pass for 26 yards. 3rd and 4, we get a touchdown pass, and they are going to get a kickoff return for a touchdown, and just like that, we're back to being tied. Oh, we fumbled the football, I guess, because they had the ball. I did not see that. But a couple big plays and a touchdown, but we left probably too much time on the clock because it's 1st down and 10. It's a 4-point game, a big sack, and now a penalty on the deep. We cannot have that penalty right there, man. With 3 seconds, it's 2nd down and 7, and I think that's going to do it. Iowa State wins it all. In 3 seasons for Iowa State, we defeat Oklahoma 38-34 here in 2027 to tie Pittsburgh's record with 3 seasons set here on the channel to win a national title. Honestly, Iowa State probably had the best run out of the group so far. So, I mean, to be honest, right now, again, a tie is going to be solid for Iowa State. I mean, we'll take it as Iowa State fans. You know, you're tying Pittsburgh. You beat Oklahoma State's record at 4. Beck did very solid, 265 with 3 touchdowns on the game. But, man, it finally happened. Another win, another team down. 3 seasons. Plenty of times during the college football playoff and didn't win a game. And now we win 3. Again, just like normal, we're going to look at the stats for the national championship team. Beck, 3,500 passing yards, 29-4. Sama had 1,700 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns. My goodness, he also had 1,000 yards after contact, which is just insane. He had over 100 yards per game. Easily 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Parks, 780 with 8 touchdowns as well. Defense, Howard led with 68. We had, DePape had 17.5 sacks. We had 4 from Mostert and Williams with the interceptions. Mostert also led with 10 deflections. We had multiple fumbles, multiple fumble recoveries, one blocked kick. We had one safety and no defensive touchdowns. But all in all, it took 3 seasons. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button down below. Also, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. It's free, really helps out the channel and lets you know when videos like this go live. We'll have another one on Wednesday ready to go. It just depends which team we have, along with our Zoo overalls on Monday and Ball State on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We should have seen the first ever college football playoff game last night, or I guess yesterday, from Ball State. If you guys didn't, it should be on the screen here to go check that out, as well as the playlist for winning it out with every team. So all in all, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.